Hey, my name is Guy Athena, and today I thought I would do the end of the year book tag. This tag was originally created by Ariel Bissett, and I saw this on Hannah from the Dyslexic Readers channel, so I thought I would do it as well. The questions: are there any books you started this year that you still need to finish? No, because I normally only read one book at a time. I did read the Peter Hamilton book for bits throughout the year, so that would have been my answer if I hadn't already finished it. But yeah, so no. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? No. I do like to read like maybe a horror book in October because of Halloween, even though that's not a huge thing around here, but online, like in some other countries it is. And I do like to read some festive reads in December or at end of November that involve like Christmas or winter, which I will be doing with the 'Tis the Season autumn. I think you'll have seen that video of my TBR already. So I don't really have a specific book. Yeah, there's not one book I reread every year or something. Is there any release you're still waiting for? I have, I think, a couple of pre-orders coming in December. I can think of two. It's not that I specifically am planning to read those books really soon. One is by a favorite author of mine, which is Catherine Ryan Hyde, and I find it easy to get her books on release date because they, on the Dutch website I order from, they normally stay relatively the same price, and sometimes if you wait a while then it will take them like several weeks to get it in, so I'd rather make sure I get it like sooner and then I know I have it, if that makes sense. The other book is Autism and Heels by Jennifer or something. I can't remember the author right now. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. So I think that's about it. So there's not really any new releases really that I'm waiting for. I don't normally read a book very soon after it's out, like after I buy it. I mean, when I buy a book, I don't necessarily read it straight away because I have to really be in the mood for it. If I buy a book like in the charity shop or the book fair, it's usually something random I wasn't expecting to find there. So I don't normally read it straight away. And if I buy a book online, then a lot of the time, if it's a not Dutch book, it will take them a while because they have to order it from like a publisher in the UK or the US or Australia. So then it will take a while until I receive it. So usually I don't read books straight away. Oh, that was a long answer. Sorry, we'll move on. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Well, like I said, I'm a mood reader, so I just see what I feel like reading. So I don't normally plan my reading. The exception is readathons. Now I'm doing the 'Tis the Season-a-thon next week. If you'll have seen my TBR by now, I'm not sure when this goes up. This might go up after 'Tis the Season-a-thon is over. So they asked for 3 books in the question. Well, I would like to definitely read this before the year is over because I'm doing that with 'Tis the Season-a-thon. So by the time this video goes up, I probably will have already read this. And then I would also like to get to this one and this one. A Magische Kerst by Geronimo Stilton and Before a Mammoet by Batpat. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Currently my favorite book of the year is Zondagskind by Judith Visser. I absolutely love that book, and it has been featured in several videos, including, I want to say, some favorite books of 2018, which is one of the first few videos I did, so you might not have seen that. I don't think there's going to be anything that will surpass that book because I personally really connected to it because it is written by an author with autism about a girl with autism, growing up with autism. But other than that book, if you look at like my top 10 favorites, then I think there could definitely be something that's going to be in there. It's always possible that there is something that makes it through the top 10. I don't know what my top 10 would be. I would have to think about that. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? No. Well, that's not entirely true. Next year I'm also doing these readathons again with my friends. We're doing a readathon every month for a couple of days, a weekend only, and from Friday to Sunday. Sometimes I start on Thursday. And so most of the graphic novels and graphic memoirs, and also some of the manga I own, I plan to read those next year for the readathon. So that's not a given, because I could still change my mind, and I would like to read also some illustrated children's books, for example. But I think I will definitely read a lot of that, but I don't know like specifics. I also don't know what I'm going to get through this month, what I can't get through next month. This month I'm going to do next year. And there is one manga series. I recently bought the book set to A Silent Voice. This is the book set of A Silent Voice, and I am planning to read this next year by reading one volume each month. Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to do a short addendum to the end of the year book tag with the reading plans for next year. What I also plan to read next year is these Cucumber Quest books that I just got. And so I plan to read one a month starting in January for my monthly readathon with my friends. So that's sort of a reading plan, I guess. Other than the readathon stuff, I don't really have plans. I just have to see what I feel in the mood for. That was the end of the tag. Yeah. So I feel like the year has gone by quite quickly. December and January are always pretty busy months in my family, because first off of the holidays, then we have a couple of birthdays, a few anniversaries, including my own, but that's at the end of January. At the end of December, my grandparents have a wedding anniversary, although I don't always go because it is very busy there. And there's a couple of birthdays. My partner has his birthday in December. My grandma and my brother's partner have a birthday in December. My mother and my sister have a birthday in January. So it'll be pretty busy for the next while. And also I always have to go to the dentist in December or January, and then again in the summer. And I am quite afraid of the dentist. I really don't like going there. I'm very sensitive, so I find it always really difficult. So that's always difficult, and it's like the 6-month checkup. And there's also New Year's, of course, Christmas and New Year's. I really don't like New Year's because it is noisy with fireworks. Well, I think I've rambled on long enough. Thank you very much for watching this tag video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!